I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast, and I've got to say I'm delighted. Normally I meet you in New York, but you're here in Manchester. Amanda Serrano, first up, how are you finding it all?
It's amazing, you know, the team is great, you know, being on such a great card. Being in Manchester, fighting in Manchester is like where they support women, and it's super cool, and I'm honored.
Talked about Sarah Mahfoud, I've only got her name wrong there. Talked about this opponent. She's a world champion, she's unbeaten, she's young, you're a good name to have on her record. You're going to see the best Sarah in that ring. Are you expecting the best?
Of course, you know, she's, like you said, she's undefeated champion, and she's not going to make it easy for me to just take her title, and I'm not going to make it easy for her. I never make it easy for any of my opponents to go and beat me. So I hope she comes to her A game. That's the best, when you fight the best version of an opponent and you beat them, and in this fact is the champion. That's the best.
Talking about, like, obviously fighting, we've obviously seen you in New York and fighting all over the US and that. Coming to the UK, a lot of people say that Americans like the UK fans and stuff like that. Being here, have you experienced the fanfare yet, or is it not? It's not quite happened. You'll probably see it on Saturday night. But have you had any photos with fans outside and stuff like that?
No, I mean, I've been walking into the mall and I've gotten a couple of people asking me for pictures, but I haven't seen it just yet. But I know come Saturday night with the fans there, it's going to be great energy, and I'm excited for the big boys to go at it, and I know that the fans in Manchester are going to come out and support them.
I do want to touch on the Katie Taylor fight back in April. Obviously, sitting on the edge of my seat watching that fight, I mean, the build-up was unbelievable, the fight itself was unbelievable. Have you managed to watch that fight back? If so, what are your thoughts? Do you think that you beat Katie Taylor on the night?
I felt I won. It was a close fight, you know. It was a great fight, you know. We were both the best for a reason, and we went out there and we fought from the first round to the last round. Very last round, we were still going at it. So I believe I won 96-94. But you know what? Altogether, I don't like to dwell on the past. To dwell on, you know, you live and you learn. I don't believe in losing. You learn. I learned from that fight, and it was just to go on to the next one, and I'm really looking forward to the rematch. And now with the rematch, you know, you can't leave it to the judges.
That's what's going to be my point, the rematch. Katie's fighting end of October. You've got to get through this fight as well. All going well for the both of you in these next fights, but we see that probably beginning of 2023, the rematch.
Yeah, I believe the 2023, and it's always been a goal of mine to become undisputed champion, and I think that will add on to our story, to our legacies, undisputed champion versus undisputed champion. So, and that was my method and my goal even before the first fight. I wanted to become undisputed champion before I fought Katie Taylor. You know, I feel comfortable. I feel great at 126, but I just hope that I can end the year or early next year becoming that undisputed and then fighting Katie.
You said you're not going to let it go to the judges, so that being said, you're going to knock Katie out?
Hey, that's what that means. You can't leave it to the judges, right?
Exactly. I do want to touch on, because obviously you and Katie Taylor was a huge fight for women's boxing, but we do have another fight coming up on the 15th of October in London, another huge fight. You know what I'm going to say, Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. I mean, what a fight that is. The beef that they have, the history they have, it's going to be a great fight. Your thoughts on it?
It's been so entertaining. I love what they've been saying to each other. I'm loving every part of it, because I'm on the backside, I'm watching in, and it's super cool to see these women go at it, but not just go at it, but get given the opportunity, and they're being acknowledged, and I'm so proud of them. You know, we work so hard, all of us collectively as women fighters, to try to get this recognition, to try to get this platform, and I'm happy for them. I know they're gonna go all out and give it their all. I'm team. I can't say him. I'm Team Shields, but you know, I'm here in England, so. But yeah, I'm Team Shields.
I do want to touch as well on Jake Paul. You are with MVP Promotions. Jake Paul's fighting Anderson Silva. You've been in MMA. You know how good Anderson Silva was in that UFC MMA game, and obviously Jake Paul still probably, you could say, he's still wet behind the ears when it comes to the boxing game. He's started real late. Even though he's doing all the right things, he's picking the fights. How difficult is this for Jake Paul? Can he pull it off?
I definitely believe Jake Paul can pull it off. You see, people don't realize Jake Paul doesn't need to box, but he's going in there and he's training his heart out. You know, I've seen him in the gym, and there's no, when he's in the gym, there's no cameras, there's no entourage. It's just him going all out, and that's why I respect him for that. You know, and he's a workaholic, and he wants to prove to the world and to the boxing critics that he belongs in this sport. You know, and I think he's gonna go out there and he's gonna perform. He's gonna be the best Jake Paul you're going to see, and I think he's going to pull it off, beating Anderson Silva. Even though much respect to Anderson Silva, you know, he did great stuff in MMA and in boxing as well, but I think it's going to be a tough night.
One final one for me, because I know there's tons of media around me right now just wanting a piece of Amanda Serrano, so I'll leave this one final one. Prediction for me for Saturday night.
Pain.
Love it. That is the line right there. Amanda, thank you so much for doing this Fight Field TV, and I'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more
There's 5
times.
blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.